It's the 20th of March 2018. Today, the freedom to say what you think in the United Kingdom died. A Scottish guy, Marcus Meechan, has been convicted of being grossly offensive. Now, if I was a comedian and I made my living telling jokes on stage, right now I'd be fucking shitting myself. If I was Frankie Boyle, I'd have been on the first flight out of Heathrow to America. Because if Marcus Meechan can be sent to a court in the United Kingdom in 2018 and found guilty of being grossly offensive, then there isn't a comedian in this country that these rules can't be applied to. There isn't a human being in the United Kingdom on the 20th of March 2018 in the United Kingdom that these rules can be applied to. We can all be charged with being grossly offensive. This today sets precedent. This is about silencing people. This is about taking away people's voices. This should have people on the streets. Let's go into the background a little bit. Marcus Meechan, or Count Dankula, however you know the guy, he trained his girlfriend's dog to throw a Nazi salute with the sole mission of pissing off his girlfriend. Who among us hasn't done stuff to piss off their other half? I know I have. He videoed it. It went viral. Millions of people watched this. Millions. Not one complained. Unfortunately for Marcus, Police Scotland watched this, who then went and spoke to some parasite, some politically correct scumbag, some human, and I'm using that very loosely, who sees fit to tell us what is offensive in society today. You know, those real people, that's just the sort of people you don't want to bring to a party. Eventually, with some coercion, these people made a complaint. Police Scotland acted on it. Police Scotland then went to the Scottish media and said, "We have a good one for you today, lads. We're going to arrest a neo-Nazi." So the Scottish media hooked it down to the location at the right time, just in time to catch the police arresting Marcus Meechan and bringing him out the house in handcuffs. Should we not be asking questions why the police are tipping off journalists as to who they're going to arrest? Is that not something we should be asking questions about? Because I think that's wrong. The 2 years that took place in between today and Marcus Meechan being arrested, this kid had his life ruined. He's a young kid, he had his life ruined. He couldn't get a job. He had some maniac smear dog shite up his front door, and they had to be moved from that location because of there was a lack of safety. There was even doubts whether he would get legal aid. So now we are here today where he's been found guilty after 2 years of mental torture by the powers that be. He doesn't find out whether he gets sent down or whether he gets suspended sentence or anything like that. He finds out about that in the end of April. But right now he's found guilty. This absolutely messes with my head. I cannot believe that in 2018 we have people that are potentially going to jail for telling a joke. We have Muslim hate preachers coming into the UK to preach death and destruction. They're not arrested. They're not sent to jail. They're welcomed. We have jihadi terrorist scumbags coming back from fucking fighting in the Middle East. They're given free council houses by Theresa May's government. They're not arrested. They're not criminalised. But we have some Scottish guy who says the wrong thing and tells a wee jokey joke that somebody doesn't like the context of, and they decide, let's fucking throw the book at him. Today effectively ended context. The courts decided that context isn't important. So it doesn't matter in the context that you say something. It just matters what you said. So anything you say that could be deemed offensive can put you in the same position as Marcus Meechan. This is fucking crazy. We should all be standing up against this. I'm going to advise folk to start writing to their MPs. I'm just some fat guy from Northern Ireland, but I'm going to write to mine. Well, I'm not going to write to mine because at the minute I don't have one. But I'm thinking about writing to someone like Jacob Rees-Mogg. He doesn't seem at all afraid of saying what he thinks. I'd advise everybody to get onto their social media, their MPs, get on to everything and stand up and say, this can't go on. This really, really can't go on. We can't surrender the freedoms that people fought for so easily.